Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. I come back to what has been expressed yesterday about doing and non-doing. Non-doing being a doing. If at all there is any question or search, to whom it happens? To somebody? To I, but not innocent I who is already stained by the concept of I am the body and I am the mind. I'm born undoubtfully. So, to the seeker was not made any investigation. You say you are that. You already are yourself. Whom do you think will take those words? I. He can have even an experience, a temporary experience of something else, which means that. So, doing, when you are doing, and it's all the word do, does, make doings, to show the way of the investigation means to show the way from where the root cause of everything rise, means I. You have to give some other direction than the general direction of the doings of the world. So suddenly you say, don't do anything. So I, which is always ready to be there to hear everything, say I, body, mind, will hear, oh no, I don't do anything, and what it means whatever you can describe, you don't touch it. So it's an opposite direction of the teachings which speak of some objects of studies. It is like, I repeat, the second tone which is able to remove the first tone, the doings. No, don't do anything, because you are already what you are. So the second tone removes the doing, I don't touch, or I demystify what's the mind. Now, he has two tones. It's only now that he has to hear. Don't even touch the non-doing. Throw that all, it is mind only. You are that. You always have been yourself. So all those satsang with indications, they speak to the demand which is given, because there is no teaching otherwise. So according to the landing place of the seeker, something comes out to root out the platform, the landing place where he is. But the real landing place is anyway I am born. So to reach there, not to have a simple theory in the mind, to reach there, you see, you have to do a counter journey, since you place yourself in a journey. To a seeker who comes for the first time, you tell, don't search, don't seek, there is nothing to do. Why clarity of mind? If you are confused, it doesn't matter, it is still mind. You think that those people will be helped, they will be depressed, they will be frustrated. This is not help. This is not the help of a master. A master has a natural compassion to reply from where a sincere seeker places himself out of ignorance. That's why there is no teaching, or it's always the same indication, which are exposed in many, many ways according to the demand. I liked the argument. I like to bring it out because it is quite many have this sudden clarity. Oh, but this is also a doing. But one has not to stop there, because then it will stop at I, still is in the comparison, in the differentiation, in arguments. So this I itself has to disappear as reality. And here, don't do anything. You are yourself, always. But that indication is just a kind of description of the fact that one is always himself, which is not addressed to anybody. If something more comes, and it is same with clarity, you see, I want to clarify why, it's also in the mind. I am investigating why, it's still in the mind. I'm doing, why should I do nothing? There are many different ways to always say the same. Because the problem is not doing or not doing. The problem is I taken for real. I like this subject. If it is not clear, please don't stay on anything. You will see. Yes, please.
Can you repeat the last sentences?
Oh, the last one I don't know, but repeat which kind of part.
Not the word of reality, but I don't understand the links
between this and that. With who you are, there is no link, because the self alone is. Who you really are alone is, in fact, so there is no link with anything. But where you were about doing, non-doing, and receiving when you have not done anything and still I looks like alone and he's getting bored because he's alone and yet he feels there is something missing, then at that time, if you hear, keep even quieter than to grasp that, where are you then? But I say something different. I have no idea what I said before. I have the idea of the team, but not of my birds. So tell me your question then. That was, I bought this question in you, but what's your question? You must have one.
You are speaking about recognize the reality?
No.
No.
If you recognize the reality, who is recognizing? Who is there to recognize it? It's like, you see, reality is here, and then I take myself for this one. But suddenly I get so sober, or I hear dépouillé. I hear, oh, as if this would recognize this. No, this has to disappear. And then it shines by itself. There is nobody there to recognize what. Otherwise you give again a big food, a very arrogant food to this I. I recognize myself. Then you can teach with loudspeaker to say the truth to everybody. You see, it is about this I. We always make a step too much. I am somebody, I am this and that. I was like this, now I become like this. I fast. That's a good But I'm too much, I'm still there. And now the mind will invent, but you just recognize yourself. No. Question the so-called reality of that. And then what happens? That alone is. That is the problem. I doing, non-doing. Confused, clear. Tell me, help me. There are so many other things.
Enlightened, unenlightened.
An enlightened, enlightened. Still there, this bloody fellow. I was not meditating. I am a meditator. And what about the meditator now? This is the problem, huh? So it's not a problem, but it's a problem that we don't realize that this only is too much. Not this or that, who cares, blah, blah, blah. But if you are like this, you cannot even hear that there is something else. You cannot hear. It's too full. So first, you don't need to be so like this, even like that. Analogies are always a bit false, but it's okay. By the way, I'm really sorry. It's the first time it happens to me. I want to change your name.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was sure you will accept with a big laughter. I know you quite well, then it's nice. But
Are you sure?
Yeah, what?
Are you sure you want to change it?
Yeah, I'm totally sure. So you are with no name for...
I'm okay with that.
Nice. You're okay with no name, huh?
Very. Shall we keep it like that for a little bit longer?
Yes, I think it's
Okay.
better.
It's important.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you to be so open.
Thank you. You'll tell me. Or shall I ask?
No,
What
I
is
will
it?
tell you. I
Okay.
will tell you.
I
But don't
have-
get tortured.
I'm not tortured.
No, you are
No.
happy like this.
I'm
huh?
super.
You are the same after all.
I am.
Name, I remember. You are the
If
same.
you give me a name, maybe I'll get attached to it. It's good, yeah?
First time, very nice. I have also a good experience. So, like it?
Yeah.
Of course. So, what's next?
On that subject of teachers, whatever, Papaji said, always check the lineage of the teacher. And Robert Adams said, resist the temptation to do satsang for at least 20 years.
I didn't do that.
No, but you are... Thank God you did. Thank God you did not.
Okay.
Because you are...
No, but it yeah, and
No, because anyway, it's just that puts me on fire, that's something, because many of these people, they have an experience and immediately they print up a poster.
but I can always tell again, without naming, it is the experience of everybody when he has like some 20 or 30 years of search. Okay? Is that, even I say that, it can be also immediately when you meet your master. You may have a glimpse. What means a glimpse? I repeat because some are new. I say a glimpse rather than an experience because it's concerning oneself. Oh, suddenly I realize who I am. I know who I am. It's not all what I thought before. And there, that glimpse can last a minute, can last a week, can last sometime more, not much more. Because the impact of yourself is the Shakti self. It's the source of the power of the manifestation. But why it becomes a glimpse? What does it mean, a glimpse? You close the experience, you put it into a sandwich. How? Suddenly, the impact is less in time, and the mind comes to present you something. You are the teacher, for example, or give satsang, or whatever. And that one who never made enough investigation. What is investigation after all? It's a natural process when you ask, who am I? To drop concepts, to demystify the so-called reality of the thoughts, emotions. That work has not been solid. The background is not solid enough. So the mind comes back as it is its habit. Even if there was some shock, it was quiet for a while, but just a shock, it comes back as usual, as before. But with some shower of this grace, I am teacher. No, but it is really like this, and you grasp it. You grasp it, and you think it's the truth, because you feel not yet being somebody. That comes, it is a fulfillment, it is a previous wish probably, it is whatever, and you catch it, and you start to teach. Now the problem is, the teacher in the beginning is still very inspired. He went out of the water, but still is wet. You see, he's still very inspired. He still may say wonderful indications. But then after the wet, what happens? You get dry. After that, it lasts a time. You go into your memory to maintain that. But then as nothing is fixed in time, it's the way down to arrogant mind. Again, the mind has not been demystified. It's a very, very important work. You have to do that work, even if it is mind. If you think you are somebody, you have to investigate, you have to demystify this mind. Whatever you can describe, it's not me. Whatever I feel, it's a description. It's not me, not this, not that. Then, when you have a glimpse, which is your own self, itself, everybody gets that, but it doesn't know. It translates it in an ignorant way. You know your lesson. Ta-tum, ta-tum, it comes back. No, I'm not looking to that suggestion of mine. And you keep quiet. The self reveals itself, then only. Yeah. It's what happens, huh?
Fiery subject.
It's just the beginning. No, but you see, we learn. one learns. One learns. It's not simply swirling some desserts here and there. One learns. If, and it's always the same, if there is desire for freedom. Otherwise, you will only jump from one dessert to another and get sick. But then you don't know what to do because you have no fire. This fire can go on. This fire for freedom can go on. That's what I say. When it's there, take the best benefit. You never know when it comes back. I've seen with my own eyes seekers, fiery seekers. But you know, after 30 years, you are fed up to hear the same because the mind will suggest you it's the same. You are fed up. You feel, all that was bullshit. And now I don't do anything in a wrong way. And then you water down everything. You never know when this comes back. It's a big game, you know. It's a big game. So, let's eat some pili-pili. Not too sad, Vickers, but you know, from Africa. You had also those little red ones?
All of it.
And black ones and yellow ones?
Not the black one.
Not the black.
Oh. No, nothing.
That is the mortal one. Happy? Is it clear?
Yeah.
You see, with my own master, because I was quite a time with him, I have seen seekers, fiery seekers coming to him and getting glimpse. It was a grace to get a glimpse. You see, it's like this glimpse, what he will do. It's always too early, of course. You come, you meet the master, you have a glimpse. You have not done that work of demystification. So that glimpse may entertain fire to really want to realize that. Staying with the master, you slowly understand what is mind and so on. Because that one has to stay in satsang for a while, to have a good background. And not changing guides. It's absolutely foolish. Where you got a glimpse, you stay. If there is any same guide, then why to go there? Stay there. Those, they will realize. Some, they got a glimpse, but because of so much desire, or not knowing the real value of it, even though they were in an experience they never had before, they don't come back. It's all done. Even some say, I give my place to others. Yes, yes, I've seen. and then they are washed away by the world. And some, they had this ideal to be teachers, so they also go to teach. Sometimes they come back with disciples, so they don't come back anymore with them as they pretend. And so it's also too late. So it's a big game. The mind is very cunning. You have not to trust your mind up to the last peep of a second of your realization. Because there is no mind, in fact it's your own self. But if there is such a thing as mind, never trust the mind. It doesn't tell you things real. And when you are engaged in it, be wise, remind yourself, it's samsara. Okay, I'm taking some holidays in samsara. Not too long. Just not too long holidays. Not even a sabbatical year I would not do. Ay, ay. Yes, please.
You were speaking about the work of demystification.
Yeah. What does it mean? Yeah. For example, what is your experience just now? Whatever. What's your experience, or which thought comes in you? Whatever.
The glimpse of something
Else.
beyond.
Okay. You have it now. Or you have a thought of that. It's your experience?
I think, but when you
Okay.
speak about
Good. It was not there before?
it was not here.
It was not. It's no more here.
It's a souvenir.
Good. That's what I say. No, that glimpse, because the mind again became powerful, he has put in a drawer. He has a spiritual drawer, the mind. Yeah. And he puts that in the drawer, and whenever a tiroir, whenever the circumstances ask you, that is peeping there. Oh yes, I remember the flavor, I remember that experience. But then it's no more alive. The mind owns it. Again, it became mental now.
And that is the work of demystifying.
Yes, then demystification is, okay, there are many kinds, you see. You can have tools, like, I can describe it, it cannot be me. Or, it was not there before, or it's no more here now, I don't look at it. Even if it looks like a glimpse, I don't look at it. It is fake now. Because what you are, it is not an experience, it's not a special fixed state, you see. It's what you are. It will never be caught by the mind or emotions. Mind and emotion comes from here. So who you really are, you just have to keep quiet without catching things to realize it. So that, yeah, very good. Demystify. You see, the Vedas, they gave a lot of knowledge, a lot of story to just say all the traps. And then in the end, you know it, everybody knows it by now, it's written, neti. It's not even this, it's not even that. Of course, because it was a description of the traps of the mind. But from where this I who owns the mind comes from? That is out of the Vedas. Here satsang starts out of the scriptures. You see, even this experience, oh, I'm nobody. I've seen, because we always speak of I, then suddenly I have an experience, I is not there, I'm nobody. And then you tell, I'm nobody. You trust that, because that's real. The rest you have seen, it's no more real. It's out. It has the flavor only, of reality. And you think that's a revelation, that's true, the truth. Yeah, you speak the truth. Just for now, it's totally fine. You speak the truth. But what is out is not the truth. It indicates. And who knows is nobody, first of all? Who knows? Somebody. Then you have been fooled again by the mind if you take that this experience is that. The moment you would not take any more understandings, experiences for real, you're free. You are free from the tyranny of your mind. Means you are free, you are yourself. Yes. And it's possible. It's possible. It happens in a life. One needs to want to be free. That only will give you the strength to say, no, not this, not that. I want to be free. Not this, not that. Otherwise, what's the matter? It's absurd. Ask my farmer, very lovely neighbor, to say not this, not that. You know? But the one who knows I want to be free and I trust this is the indication, it does it. Even if the world will tell him it's not the way, it does it. Yes. That much you need guts, you see. You need guts to say no to this world. Because it looks so real. It is for the body and the mind.
It always, I think I asked a few times already, it always repeats this moment if I don't find myself in the definition from fire for truth, or and I don't know, is it just an addiction of the mind to make a problem, or is there a
But how come you are always in satsang? What is this? What is this? I am curious now. You could do quite a few things, but why you come? You see, it's a label like this, so we have some image and you may not find yourself in that image. But you are here. Don't doubt about that. Mm-hmm. What made you come here?
There was a cushion. This was space. It was here for me. It's good, no?
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
I started to see how really limited and obsessive is the mind. And with every single thought,
Yeah.
the I borns again.
Yes.
And very
If
proud.
you take it for real, yes.
Yes.
Sure. Very good discrimination you get.
But I don't like it.
But this is even better. It means you want to free yourself from this pattern.
Absolutely, but I cannot keep quiet because of this constant, obsessive.
Yeah, but then ask. You want to free yourself, really? You want to do that before you die?
Yes.
First
Yes,
answer this
yes,
question. You can take your time. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have to start to, since you saw that, you have to start to ask, who is obsessed? And then, if you really ask, where is the mind?
Always comes back very, very instantly.
No. I don't, even if it is quick. You do this work, you don't do. Who is obsessed?
Yes.
Tell me next stop, then you can tell me, where is the mind? Who is obsessed? Go that direction.
I is obsessed.
Okay. Now I is mind also.
Mm-hmm.
So from where I come? And listen, it's an indication. So there is a movement there.
Mm-hmm.
So you stay where the question ends. But you have to ask the question for that. Then keep quiet. An instant. You do it. Where are you? tell quick. Tell. Where are you? Tell.
Observing how the mind waits
Yeah,
for jump.
so you don't do it. That's what I say. That's what I say.
That's why I
You
speak,
have to do it.
because I can. Looks like I can't do it.
This is a concept.
Mm.
You
Properly.
prefer your concept, you
No,
prefer
no,
this
no.
fake reality than
No.
to be freed from it?
Yes.
Then do it. Where are you?
You're here.
That's better. Still you mean the body-mind, but at least not this.
Mm.
So you land now on here, you see? When I say you do it, means you don't land anywhere.
Mm.
You just go up to the end of this question. But I wanted to check, so try to do it. Do it. If you don't understand, if you have anything to tell me, you say it. It's important.
Just this I try to do it.
Yeah, but trying is not doing.
I mean, that is my biggest problem. That I feel that the mind always boycotts it.
Of course, but this is the problem of every seeker.
Uh-huh.
Of course, it does. It does, because, understand why? Because I want to remain the king.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But he doesn't understand that he is the king of a very, very Belgium country, very small Belgian country. He will go to the emperor of the universe. This he doesn't know, that king. Mm. So you tell me when this happens, or when it happens, whatever. You know that this is the thing, that direction you have to go.
Mind says we are keeping quiet. We do it the best. You keep quiet, very good. And this is all.
No, you don't keep quiet.
I know.
Yeah. So not this,
Mm.
not this also. Chak, chak. 2 hands. Chak, chak. The Kali way. Huh? You know, for those who have such a strong mind, what also they can do, but it's not the more easy. You can just bow down to the feet of Papaji. Yes. Bow down. It also works. Don't speak anymore. You speak inside. Don't put it out.
Yes. I had a sentence last time, and it didn't work because I repeated and I recognized it. That was my surprising sentence, and so I have no more sentences, or it seems no more questions. I have just like a silent movement. Mind wants to want something, but
Okay. Yeah, you are getting like this. Yeah, that's your size. Yeah.
I have to lose some weight. I have to lose some weight.
Then don't touch this. I didn't speak of your physical weight.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted a joke.
Yeah, we are joking, that's true.
I woke up early morning today, and I had a strong feeling that I really want to free myself as quick as possible, because nothing to wait.
Yes,
so
right.
I was early in the morning. I wake up.
Okay, you are already yourself. So you want to wake up what? You want to wake up but he wakes up anyway in the morning. You are already yourself. Besides, I wake up, I go to sleep and I dream. You are already wake up. It is not I will wake up. It's not I will wake up. That is waking up. Not to confuse yourself with that. I will never wake up. Good. Tell me, I want to enjoy.
I just want to fall down.
You're beautiful. So you know what not to do. Just keep quiet. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry I've given you this form, but I'm fine with it. You want something more? Good.
I was going to say I did not understand it then.
You don't understand it?
No, I didn't. I can only say that I thought I had understood.
Yeah.
And this means that I didn't. And it comes back to me.
It's always I. So?
This is the way.
Huh?
This is the way.
This, but there is no way in yourself, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter. You say that about I. You describe your I. Who are you? Who are you? Are you that? Keep quiet. Many appearances will come till you die, till this body dies. Many. Enough. I've seen it. I've described enough. You want I tell something? No? You are happy with what I tell? You don't want to ask me something special?
I
Yeah.
have so many corners and stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
we don't
not-
go there.
it's
You
not
rest
fun.
here.
Yes.
You
And I just be
understood?
quiet.
You understood that
Yeah.
happiness or peace is not in going in corners.
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
But I have to work hard to be quiet.
To work hard to be quiet.
Everyone. The mind, you see, the corners is the mind. That's what I call mind. Mind will only know some quietness, will never last. That's why it's so important to realize the true self. Who am I in reality? That we are already, if we don't look at the mind, then we are peace itself. Ah, no, but that's right.
Yes. The other day you started you said about faith.
Please?
Faith,
Yeah.
that we have something like religion, people have faith in religion, but we also have faith
Aha! I know.
in satsang.
I know it is the same. Non-doing is doing. Clarity is still in the mind. Not to have faith in religion, still we have to faith that there is something like oneself. Yes, you have to trust. You have to trust that, and that trust, that faith, removes other faith, and then you don't need to keep that faith because you are it. You needed the information, you see, otherwise, where to go? What to do? We need an information. You are already yourself. Because we confuse and we grasp with all our ideals and our helplessness and real hopelessness. We believe in God, we believe in this, in that, in so many things which are offered. So you need one direction, is the second tone. Remember, I love this because it's very talkative. You need one direction to remove all the directions. Once you have one direction, then you hear, that also is mine, drop it. Because that direction is just to inform you, you are already yourself. And yourself is not a fate. You cannot remove yourself, it's always there. Everything else will drop. Everything else can be lost. Everything else depends on that. But that you will see when you realize. But at least trust, there is this indication, there is something like yourself which doesn't depend on anything. You mean that, huh? You meant that, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
just
sure.
because I had a bit allergy to that word because it kind
Which
of...
one? Self?
No, faith.
Faith. Oh, me too. I never use that.
Yeah.
So I say trust, but that also becomes
No,
our
but when
allergy.
you said that, I said faith.
Yeah.
But then I thought...
But don't call it a faith.
No.
Just
but
an
then,
indication. I prefer the word indication. You see, all other indications is from I towards that, and even you will say I inside I, but it's in and out. So now, from where this idea of I comes, and so this is not questionable and all that, but this is part of the investigation and of the search. Because you see, what to do? We think so real. We are human beings with a brain. We needed some wise men. It is already before the Vedas, before the Buddha Sakyamuni we knew, it was already said so. We are from this lineage who tells this is not real, that's why one suffers. For some reason, the one who searches what's real, for some reason he will be attracted by what the wise men say. It's wise. If somebody can say better than me about that, welcome.
No, I just, after that it made me think, well, but why do I...
Why do you listen to your mind from this point, first of all? Why do you listen again to your mind? Because you see, you will fall into absurdity, cynical, you can become many things otherwise.
No,
If you start to listen from this point to your mind. Yeah. But tell, I'm ready to...
Okay, you tell me if it's...
Yeah.
Then I thought, well, why do I...
No, tell.
No, but somehow I couldn't trust anything, religion or anything.
That's
but
right.
with satsang somehow...
Why you trust that?
No, because it had a direct effect.
Exactly.
A direct... And I don't like anything... I don't like to trust
Yeah.
only if I know it myself.
Yeah.
Then I can...
Yeah, okay.
So that's why... I think
Yeah.
that's why I
But then you
trust
see,
something.
if it is so, you are yourself, because of some indication you heard, finally, you are yourself, but then don't listen anymore to your mind, because who cares how it happened, after all? It was not listening to your mind. That is true. And it is not through an experience of I, because many mystics, they are mystic, they are someone who is mystic, and they are in union, not all the time, but they have that game of separation and union with God and the divine and all that. And they trust their experience because they have this experience. Who you are is not even an experience. This is the extraordinary beauty. That's why you don't need to trust. But when you are a seeker who has a mind who distrusts and trusts, then distrust everything else and trust the indication who tells you who you are is prior to all this mind which brings you trust and distrust. And this also will go. When accomplished, this will also will go. Yeah?
Yes.
Tell, it's good to finish
Yeah.
off.
Sometimes if I don't, suddenly I'm not trusting anything.
Mm.
If I'm not trusting.
Yeah.
Then I'll say, okay, then sometimes I'll do what the Brahmana said, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow that
Mm-hmm.
I can trust that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then-
You trust? You see?
Yes.
You trust. Yeah. One trust has to be there. As long as you are I'm born, one trust has to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then we agree. But that will not be needed anymore once you keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That subject is over?
Yes.
Something else?
Just I want to say something. When I'm not coming to the satsang, I don't feel well.
Mm. The mind is so
Yes.
full, huh?
Yeah.
I know. But you see, that's why I think, whatever arguments we may have, I would not have a life without satsang, I would not take that risk. And it's not a bondage, it's wisdom. Thank you very much.